Hi guys, Linda here. Welcome back to our YouTube channel. In case you're new here, thank you for clicking on this video. My name is Linda and I film videos from Lagos, Nigeria. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about what is the ideal bundles of hair that you need for a particular length. I want to teach on the required bundles of hair you would need to make a wig, depending on the length of the hair. Though this is something that I really delved into in my books, the hair extensions and how to test this quality book. So if you haven't purchased that book, you can find the link to make your purchase in the description box. It's an ebook, so you could purchase that book via the link in the description, because I really went in depth on various things that people would like to know about hair and the quality of hair extensions, the density and all of that. Even in the how to start your hair business book, I also went in depth in certain attributes about your hair extensions / wigs. Let's get right into the subject matter of this video. So when it comes to like 8-inch to somewhere around 12-inch length of hair, the ideal bundles of hair that is required is 2 bundles. If you're making a wig that is, let's say it's a straight wig and it's going to be 8-inch length, the required bundles of hair that you need to make an 8-inch wig is 2 bundles of hair and a closure or a frontal. But there are clients that like their wigs to be excessively full. If you're somebody like that, then you can choose to use 3 bundles of hair and a closure or a frontal. But it's just that you're going to struggle to fit in all of the bundles in the wig, because when it comes to shorter bundles, you notice that the weft is usually longer. You have more room in terms of like the length of the weft. So we just, let's say like 1 bundle and a half or 2 bundles of the hair, you actually get a full head with just 2 bundles. But if you're somebody that likes your wigs to be excessively full, you can double the tracks and sew, or you can triple the tracks and sew it down until you finish the look. So the ideal bundles for shorter length hairs like 8-inch to 12-inch is 2 bundles. But if you're somebody that likes very full hair, like I said, you can use 3 bundles. Then when it comes towards 14-inch to, let's say 20-inch, 14-inch to 20-inch, the ideal required bundles is going to be, let's say 14-inch to 18-inch. The required bundles of hair that you would need is actually 3 bundles of hair and a closure, depending on how you like it. Some people like wigs that are excessively full. I've had a client that I made a wig for with 20-inch hair. Is it 20-inch or 22-inch? Somewhere around that. But she felt like the hair wasn't full enough, so I had to add 1 more bundle of hair to the hair to make it a lot fuller. And one thing you notice about the weft, the bundle of hair, when it's like a 14-inch or 16-inch or 18-inch or even 20-inch, is that if you compare a bundle of 20-inch to a bundle of 8-inch, you would notice that the 8-inch or 10-inch bundle is going to be a lot fuller than the 18-inch bundle or the 16-inch bundle. And the reason why this happens is because for the 10-inch bundle, you notice that it's shorter. So because it's shorter, it's going to require more hair for it to get to 100 grams. But when it comes towards like an 18-inch length hair, it's longer. So for you to get to 100 grams, it's going to need less hair. So let's say the hair company was making the 18-inch length hair to be as full as the 10-inch length hair. You notice that the 18-inch bundle of hair can even weigh up to 200 or even 150 grams. So that is the reason why the amount of strands of hair that is sewed down on the longer length hair is not usually as full as the amount of hair that is sewed on the shorter length hair. So that's the reason why you notice that the shorter length of hairs is usually more fuller than the longer length of hair. That's the reason why for longer length hair, it's always recommended that you use at least 3 bundles. If you're somebody that likes very full hair, you can go ahead and use 4 bundles of hair for that very, very, very full hair look. When it comes towards hair that is 24-inch, 26-inch, 28-inch, 30-inch, you can still get away with using 3 bundles of hair. So let's say the hair is, you're making that wig or you're doing your sewing with a frontal or like a 6x6 closure. Yes, you can get away with using just 3 bundles of hair. But if you're using something like a 2x4 closure or a 2x6 closure, you're going to notice that you will struggle to fit 3 bundles of hair, to get 3 bundles of hair to fill up the entire spaces that is required to be filled up before you get to the closure area. So you just need to be very careful how you sew your weft down. If you're using 3 bundles for very long hair like that, don't do double weft. Don't sew it down double, because you definitely have issues when you get towards the upper part. So start by sewing your wefts like in single straight lines, and then if you start getting towards, let's say you used up like a bundle of hair and you're seeing the space that is left at the upper part, you would then know if you can still keep on sewing it like a single weft, or if you can double the weft to ensure that the amount of space that is left on the wig cap to be okay for the amount of weft that is still left that hasn't been put on the wig. So just try as much as possible to manage the bundles that you have when you're working with longer length hair. But if you're working with a client that is willing to spend more, then I would just advise that you use 4 bundles of hair instead of using 3 bundles of hair. Though most times in Nigeria right now, probably because of the cost of the dollar rate, that's the exchange rate, people typically would use just 3 bundles of hair and a closure. But if you're somebody that you know that you like very full hair, I would just advise that if you're buying hair that is like 20-inch length towards 30-inch, I'd recommend that you opt for using 4 bundles of hair. Or if you don't want to use 4 bundles of hair, you can use like a frontal or a 6x6 closure or a 5x5 closure, so that it takes up room at the front part of the wig while the rest of the bundles stay on the rest of the hair. And if you're heading towards like a 32-inch, 36-inch, 38-inch, 40-inch hair, you need to use at least 5 bundles, 6 bundles, 8 bundles of hair and a closure or a frontal. But those type of length of hair is not easy to come by. Then I have a client that has actually used like 5 or 6 bundles of hair in a 30-inch length hair. Like this wig was the wig is very, very full. I wonder how she's able to wear a wig like that is so heavy. But the key thing I want you to just know is how you like your wigs to be. You can choose to use as much bundles as possible as you want to achieve the kind of look that you desire. So it's all up to you. It's all up to your clients, how much they are willing to spend on their wigs and the desired look that you want to achieve. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you found it helpful and I was able to explain the most vital information that you need to know when it comes to choosing the right amount of bundles for your wigs, for your sewings, depending on the length of hair that you're using and the closure or frontal size that you're working with. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, people have courage, live a positive life, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, love.